Today, on 18th February 2025, we are here to see the saint of the day, Saint Kuriakose Chavra. Saint Kuriakose Chavra is Indian-born saint who has set an example of reformation in the field of education in the country. His contribution in the field of education is marvelous. Kuriakose Chavra was born on 10th February 1805 in a small village in Kerala, and he became a priest. Soon after becoming priest, his thirst for reformation began, and in 3 years' time, he developed a system and he managed to convince the bishop to send a circular across his own diocese to have schools in all the parishes. He promoted midday meals. He also started providing good clothes to the students who come to the school so that the students were encouraged to come to the school. So how to meet the expense of the midday meal? He created a new system where he introduced the concept that pediarisy. Throughout the week, the women in the house will take one handful of rice and keep it aside for a charitable purpose. So he encouraged the people, Catholic Christians, to have this pediarisy, handful of rice, to keep it aside for this noble cause. And at the end of the week, when they come for the Mass, that contribution was collected and it was used for the children's midday meal. Thus, he began reformation in the field of education. And he said, every parish should have a school. And therefore, it was not the parish itself identified. In Kerala, even today, the word is used palli for parish, church. Palli means school. Thus, the school is given importance. It was at that time when Kuriakose Chavra was living that education was not a privilege of anybody or everybody. It was only a privilege of some upper caste people. However, Kuriakose Chavra changed this tradition with his prudent approach towards education. He encouraged education for everybody, even to the untouchables, the so-called untouchables. Kuriakose Chavra brought reformation in the field of education. He brought Sanskrit teacher and he introduced school with education in Sanskrit, which was not imaginable at that time. However, he made it successful in the schools where everybody was taught Sanskrit and all the other curriculums. Such a wonderful education that he gave that even today we remember that Kerala is number one in India with regard to education. He also encouraged people to pray more. His contribution in the field of prayer, in parish activities like Rosary, Way of the Cross, and Holy Adoration, he encouraged people to take part in faith-building activities. And it was Kuriakose Chavra who founded the congregation CMI, Carmelites of Mary Immaculate Congregation, where even today we have so many fathers working in the field of education from this great congregation. We are grateful to Saint Kuriakose Chavra, who was made a saint by Pope Francis in the year 2014. We are grateful to all the fathers of CMI for their contribution in the field of education. Today, we pray for the congregation of CMI that God may strengthen them, give them enough courage to face the challenges and bring more people towards enlightenment and towards God.